So, welcome back to another episode of Nerd World, and yes, okay, so, it's been a minute since I did one of these, but I'm back and doing it again, and today I want to talk about my best gaming night, probably ever in my life as of this moment. I yet to have one to top it. There's been some close ones, but this is the best one overall, and I remember it really vividly, too, so, me and my buddies, we got together, and we drank. We drank a lot, actually. And it was really fun night. I really miss it. Actually, I want to get back together with them and have another memorable night. But this night was so cool. I busted out my original Xbox, and then we played 3 games in particular, and it was just such a fun night. You know, it was one of those weird nights where you get all your friends together and you're playing it, kind of like back in the day, you know, in 64 and stuff like that, with like everything was local. It was a really treat to be part of again, and something I really missed growing up. So having it now late than never was amazing. But we played through the night. I think we played stay up to like, you know, the next morning just playing these games. So when you get I buzzed on my original Xbox and we all started playing Godzilla. Destroy All Monsters Melee for this Xbox, and I don't know, what a fun game. I don't know if you've ever had 4 people, or if you even found 4 people who even know what Godzilla is, and well, back then, a couple years ago, before the new movies and stuff like that, to sit around and play. And if you ever had 4 players on this game, it is an absolute madhouse. You know, it's so much fun to play. It's so chaotic as well, just picking each other up, throwing them into buildings and stuff. We were all yelling that night until like 3 a.m. or whatever, I can't really remember, but we were just getting sloshed and drinking some more, and it was a good time. It was a really good ass time, to say this. And if I ever get back together with these guys, all 4 of us once again, I'm definitely going to be busting out the 3 games I have here. So, but Godzilla was really fun. It was, but for cheats and hints, go to GodzillaGame.com. So even though they knew you were going to unlock shit right from the beginning, but this was a lot of fun. It was such a great night. And after we got done with this, we busted in and we jumped into Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now at this point, I was pretty drunk already, and I remember having a hard time. Don't get me wrong, I still won in every game, at least either on my team or by myself. I won Godzilla, I won Battlefront 2, my team won, and the next game. This was a decent game to play because at least me and another friend were Star Wars fans, so at least we knew. But it was really cool just to sit in front of an old CRTV and play this again, like it was originally meant to be played on when it first came out for the Xboxes, because flat screen TVs weren't a thing back in the day. From when this was released, I think they were just coming out. Actually, I don't remember. I wasn't really, you know, an adult back when it happened. But we played this, and this was so much fun. It's always fun. Like, I just remember, it's just always fun to force push people off like buildings and stuff like that. And you know, we never even played like the shooting ones. It was always Conquest with the Jedis, because that's all you really need to know. Battlefront 2, I think people don't remember it for its story or the shooting. I think people remember it for Conquest with the Jedis, and that's why people think it's such a good game. And if you have, and what's actually really cool about this game, this is like off topic here, but what's really cool about this game is that there is this site dedicated to running old servers, and you can still play Battlefront 2 online today, and it's really cool. But I mean, I know I'm pretty much brushing past these 2 games, and those are fun and all, but my god, was the most fun we have was with this one right here, Halo 2. This is actually the game I remember the most. I remember playing those 2, but Halo 2 is the one I actually remember playing the absolute most of that night. I was on a team with one of my friends and against 2 other friends, and it was so hard to play. I actually remember it being like really hard to play, but in that moment, you know, I had struggled with the controls. I struggled with have my eyes open playing it. Everything was all like blurry and shit like that. It was really hard, but it was a great night. That was really great. And it's really cool is that, you know, a lot of people had nights. I was very hungover the next day, but a lot of people have nights where they just experience just good times and shit like that. But this was truly one of my best nights of my adult life. I had a lot of fun. Actually, we all keep talking about getting back together and redoing that night, or making another night with different games or something like that. But you know, it was really a good time. Like you never really know what was gonna happen that night, and it's just because you just didn't. I recommend it. Even if there's a new game that all you love, like Fortnite, we'll just say Fortnite. I recommend getting your friends together in the same room because the experience is like nothing like anything else. Like nothing else. It's crazy to me on actually how better it is to play with friends like with you, because it's always been better that way. You can see the reactions, you can see everything. It's cool. But that is gonna do it for this episode of Nerd World. Let me know if you guys have anything in the comments below about your special nights and stuff like that. I'd love to know. I mean, I understand a lot of things since kids are minors and stuff, they don't have it, but we all know, we all drink. But yeah, let me know if you have any of these cool stories like this below. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear your side of the story. But with that said in mind, I'll catch you in the next video.